putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Only time I get really religious, I become a Christian when I get on airplanes. That's when I get like, I don't want the plane to crash, so I'm helping old ladies with their bags. Miss, no, don't, let me get that bag. Hold on a second. Let me get that, put that up there for you. Look, God, I'm helping this old bitch up with a bag. I don't even know her. You ain't gonna let the plane crash, are you? And I'm fully, because when the woman goes, thank you so much for putting my bag up, and I'm like, look, this got nothing to do with you. I'm just trying to keep the plane from crashing, because when the plane lands and she's looking at me like, you want to get my bag out there? No. I did my job. The plane's on the ground.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Madeline Murray, she was the world-renowned atheist. She called religion induced insanity. She couldn't find a way to see any type of reason for religion. I guess everything happens by chance, and the reason why you have a certain amount of electrical stimulus in your body that creates your heartbeat, and that heart beats a certain number of times in your lifetime, and everything that occurs just inside of the human body that is a miracle in and of itself. Madeline Murray couldn't figure out, and moreover, not only could she not figure that out, she couldn't figure out the miracle of life. Have you thought about what it takes for you to become a being? I mean, the many, just infinitesimal number of things that have to occur for you to come out. It's so amazing. Forget about the cosmos. I mean, can you contemplate the cosmos, how far it is to get from here to the moon, how long it takes us, then how long it would take to get to the sun if you were to dare to want to go, Icarus, or how many light years it is to, some other solar system or whatever, how vast it is. Think about where you are right now, the room you may be in, the vehicle you may be driving in, the big house you may be in, the community that you're in, and it is not even a pinprick in the universe. I'm talking about it's not the head of a pin. When you think about how far we've reached, and look, there is no doubt about it. Not a bit of doubt. We know how vast the universe is. Light years and light years. We talk about things, you couldn't even you couldn't see it. It's so vast and amazing that there's no way for you to even encompass it. And in fact, to be blunt, man can't even imagine it. We got Hubble and all these other, things that are out there looking at the cosmos, and we still don't know jack. Then we talk about the way we're going to try to get through it, to see it, is through these compressions in the fabric of space, wormholes and so on and so forth. And it doesn't matter how many wormholes we find or whatever, man will never understand it. And whatever thing that our brain can conceive, it still has no clue what's out there. And you know who tells you that? The Bible. Yeah. Religion is induced insanity. Let me tell you what induced insanity is. Leftism. That's induced insanity. The insanity that you disregard all the things around you that prove that you are insignificant in the scheme of things, which means there must be something that is infinitesimally significant. If you can be so small to not matter at all, your presence on this planet or anywhere else is so not necessary. It's the same way you look at an ant. It's not necessary. Who cares? You squash an ant, nobody misses it. Nobody in Russia's going to, go, you killed an ant, that was my cousin. I'm coming for you. No, nothing. It's insignificant. And by the way, your death will be as well. So what gives you meaning? Why were you ever here? They call a school resource officer that was supposed to react in Florida when these kids were shot at Parkland, Florida, at this high school, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, on Valentine's Day. And this officer has been called a coward. And his lawyer, he's now got a lawyer. He's like, I'm not a coward. I think he is. But he says, no, it's not. It's not what you think. And that's what we've been told. We were told that there were people that sat outside of the school while these shootings were going on, and we talked about it as a part of a conspiracy. Maybe these guys, didn't want to go in because there's some bigger conspiracy. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I will tell you this. The schools are in cahoots with the cops to not report crimes. That I know. So I don't know whether this guy was given a stand down order. I know this. I know in the real world, in these neighborhoods that are very unsafe, the cops are being told by the city leaders, don't report our crime rate. We can't attract people to our city. We can't attract business to our city if we tell them what's really going on. I find that incredible. You want to attract some big manufacturer? Come to our city. It's very safe. You'll love it here. Things are good. And they're covering up crime. Well, to me, that's bait and switch. You get people here, they find out there's crime, that there's more crime than they thought. Then you put them in the schools and they go, yeah, we're working with the schools too to make our schools look safer. So they're making their schools look safer. The schools look safer. The community looks safer. Everybody kumbayas. Company comes in, says, "Woo, I'm going to bring my 2,000 employees because it's so safe and secure." And then they find out, 2 employees were killed the other day, or this happened, or we got robbed, or vandalized our cars and all these things. And like, what the heck happened here? Too late. We tricked you. Then they tell you, well, we'll provide security. That's what the school had an SRO, a school resource officer, who I believe is armed. And it, said, I don't know what the jobs of these people are. I'm just going by what I'm told. But I know this: if I'm a grown man and there's somebody shooting up students, I'm going to try to figure out how I can get to them. Now, me personally, I'm going to go grab a firearm and go in and do my job. But I don't know what this guy, I don't know the situation, but I know from what I'm told, he was armed. He could have gone in. There were other deputies, 3 others. And why are these guys blaming the NRA? Because leftism is induced insanity. Broward Deputy Scott Peterson, what a name, huh? He says, has been heavily criticized for failing to enter the school and confront the gunman, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, during the rampage that left 17 people dead. I want to go back and revisit some of the things about this rampage. When they were telling us that Nicholas Cruz was a member of the white supremacist group. You guys remember this? That's what they were saying. A guy whose name is Cruz, C-R-U-Z, named after no white supremacist, because, by the way, folks, that would be a white Hispanic along the lines of George Zimmerman. Yeah. So Cruz, a Hispanic kid, was accused of being a white supremacist. Then, I don't know whether they said he was a Republican or whatever, but he's a gun-toting member of the NRA. He is not. I mean, so many things wrong. And now we get that this resource officer is a coward, doesn't go in. 3 other deputies who were there on site didn't go in. And we got a litany of other reasons as to why these things didn't happen. And the guy says, I'm no coward. They say Peterson had been assigned to guard the school, and his actions, or lack of them, were even lambasted by President Trump, who called Peterson a coward last week. Trump on Monday again slammed Peterson and the other officers who allegedly didn't enter the school, saying the way they performed was frankly disgusting. And there's a story out because Donald Trump said, I would have gone in. And everybody's like, yeah, whatever. That's a typical Trumpian story, right? Trump always says, I would have done it, blah, blah, blah. Well, it turns out he would have done it. There's an article about Donald Trump and him going into something. I don't know. Have you guys seen this article? Muggers Trumped. It was an article. I can't see the date on it. I'm trying to expand it, but it won't go any bigger. But it was written up in a newspaper. It says, call the Donald to the rescue. When he saw a big guy with a big bat bashing another fellow, Donald Trump did what any self-respecting billionaire would do. He ordered his driver to pull over. I'm not looking to play this thing up, Trump said yesterday. I'm surprised you found out about it. Witnesses said Trump with Maria Maples lagging on his arm. I can't read it, but it's something up to stop him. Leaped from his black stretch limousine Monday evening during the assault on 9th Avenue near 45th Street. There you go. So Trump will at least get involved, according to this. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this guy. He may not be a coward. He may have had some order to stand down. We'll find out more soon.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.